Hello, I'm the Arslu Cartographer, and this is the 85th video of my Mass Effect Legendary Edition series. In the last video, we liberated Rannoch from the Reapers, and we actually managed to make peace between the Geth and the Quarians. So, in this video, we're going to be going ahead and doing some little wrap-up missions here and there, and then we're going to get to the Citadel and see what we can do there. So, let's get to it. Really, we're basically down to the last few missions of the game. We're not really like in the stretch just yet, but it is the sort of thing where we go to the Citadel, we meet with the Asari Counselor, and my understanding is, if I remember correctly, we then go help the Asari out on Thessia. So anyway though, here's what we're gonna do. I want to check a couple of these systems real quick. If there's nothing in them, then the next thing you see will be in the Slean Nebula. But I just want to make sure that places like the Hades Nexus don't have anything else for us to do in them. Because, for example, I know for a fact that we've done stuff in the Ninma Cluster and in the Kaelston Rift, obviously, Sigurd's Cradle, but Hades Nexus, I'm fairly certain we've been there, but it's not showing any level of completion, so we're going to go check it out. And again, if there's nothing there, then I'll see you in the Slean Nebula. Okay, so yes, the Hades Nexus does have stuff in it. We have not looked at it all yet, so let's take a look around here. Outermost planet in this system, the Hecate system, Bothros. A rock and ice planet, Bothros is home to a scientific curiosity. Evidence of a primate-like spacefaring civilization was found frozen in its equatorial ice, ranging from melted fragments of metal to preserved remains of creatures still wearing suits for extravehicular activity. Further exploration revealed that their habitation centers were vaporized by orbital bombardments from railgun-like weapons, hitting with a force of approximately 120 kilotons of TNT. Only those that fled or happened to be away from the habitats were preserved in the ice, where they died of asphyxiation. This unknown species did not come from Asteria, but scientific teams are looking for evidence that they visited there. It is difficult to believe they would colonize a frozen rock like Bothros and ignore a lush garden world. Their world of origin is also a mystery. Alliance Bolton, Geth have been encountered in the Hecate system. All civilian traffic is prohibited. Of course, we're now buds with the Geth. Anyway, though, okay, well, I'm hesitant to scan because we're so close to the Reapers knowing we're here. So let's take a look over here. Triodia? A modestly sized gas giant with an icy core, Triodia's hydrogen and methane atmosphere gives it a bluish color. It has 14 moons named after the Asari virtues. And same Geth bulletin there. Let's see here. Kerr. A dry, desolate planet, Kerr is temperate but supports little life above the microscopic level. Its Earth-like temperatures and gravity make it an appealing place to build habitation hideaways, attracting Batarians, slavers, and criminals who can't afford luxurious safe houses on other planets. Its forgiving nitrogen-helium atmosphere makes EVA possible with a minimal amount of equipment. A breathing mask and warm clothing is usually sufficient. Mining and other legitimate activities are few and far between on Kerr. The planet's crust is largely free of precious metals, instead producing kilometer upon kilometer of dolomitic limestone, calcite, and gypsum. Okay. And, the heck? Oh, right, it's doing that thing again. Crap! I hate it when it does that. Asteria. A habitable planet known for its arid, sulfurous deserts, Asteria is colonized near the poles to avoid the uncomfortable temperatures that can reach 65 degrees Celsius or more on the southern latitudes. While the seas contain primitive animal life, little can live on land, leaving the soil to hardy plants that can survive in the extreme heat. Asteria is home to thriving human and Asari agrarian colonies, but little in the way of manufacturing or mining. Travel advisory: carbon dioxide concentrations can reach 2,500 parts per million in Asteria's atmosphere. Citizens should carry supplemental oxygen for children and the elderly. Consult with the local governments to discuss animal companion detection systems and other preparatory measures. Let's scan this and see what we can find here. There it is. The Alliance frigate Hong Kong, which updates the Alliance 5th Fleet. Now, I'm assuming that we're looking for fuel. Ooh, that's pretty close.
Jump successful.
Let's see. Let's get back to scanning. There it is. How are we doing for fuel?
Successful.
634. You know what? Let's get it. Oop. Except for me coming in from the side. Here. There we go. 380 units of fuel. Great.
Faster than light.
Okay,
jump
let's get to
successful.
Hoplos. Outermost planet to this gas giant here. Aegis. Oh, I hope it's not Aegis 7. Of course, Aegis 7 is not a gas giant. Anyway, a hydrogen-helium gas giant, Aegis was the site of an unparalleled cosmic event roughly 1.8 million years ago. An extrasolar body about 200 square kilometers in size was drawn into Aegis's gravity well, and struck the Jovian planet, blasting enough dust and material into orbit to create a ring. An urban legend has grown over this event. The story goes that the extrasolar body, usually called a comet, was unaffected by the gravity well of Aegis. Story goes that if the extrasolar body, usually called a comet, was unaffected by the gravity well of Aegis, it would have coincided with the orbit of Trident and created an extinction-level event on the planet. Prevailing scientific opinion holds this as exaggerated at best. Okay, let's see what we got over here. Trident. And there's going to be a mission we have to do here, so we're not done yet with all the Cerberus missions. A human-dominated world with over 95% of its surface covered by saltwater, Trident is home to a dazzling array of life. The oceans are filled with creatures ranging from tiny bivalves to mammoth vertebrates, unequaled by even Earth's whales and ichthyosaurs. Small archipelagos create what little land there is, and its valuable real estate is fought over constantly. Underwater extraction operations have recovered a number of valuable minerals from the ocean floor, including iridium, uranium, and dust form element 0. A largely lawless world, Trident is home to a rogues gallery of unethical corporations exploiting the resources of the planet, and actual rogues, criminals, slavers, and mercenaries working in the shadows. Of course, one of these unethical corporations is Cerberus. Travel advisory: due to extreme weather conditions, all traffic on the surface is grounded. Trident Spaceport Control predicts the condition will persist until the end of hurricane season. Colony founded in 2144, population 6.8 million, capital New Cousteau. Okay. Makahira? A small rock planet, Makahira's thin atmosphere and high albedo keeps it from being much hotter than it is. The crust is high in sodium oxide, giving the planet a whitish tinge. What's this little body here? Copus. Makahira's largest moon. I'm probably pronouncing that differently every time. Copus is a desolate place with an extremely thin atmosphere. Its crust is largely silica-based, and there are no signs of water. Like its parent planet, its high albedo keeps it from being a total inferno, and when occluded by Makahira, its temperatures can be nearly tolerable. Its low gravity can easily be countered by a vehicular or personal mass effect field for comfortable exploration. We're definitely going to be scanning right over there. Talaria? A rock with all traces of atmosphere burned away, Talaria orbits the star Hoplos at a blistering pace every 36 days. Though tidally locked, even its twilight belt and shaded side are too barren to support life. With so many resources on the sister planet Trident, Talaria has largely been ignored by the galactic surveying community. Okay, let's scan.
I found something.
Yeah, I figured it'd be something on Copus. Just because it's this little tiny moon off on its own. There we go. Okay, Obelisk of Karza. Very nice. Alright, still gonna be a gas station somewhere here, so... Oop, there it is. Let's get this and get out. 250 units of fuel. I think a little bit more than we needed, but good enough. Let's see, Pamyat. Okay, we got an asteroid belt in the outer rim, so I'm gonna take a quick look. Oh. Yeah, okay. Let's scan just right here.
Signal confirmed.
Well, there's that. Volkov. A dwarf planet, Volkov has a thick atmosphere of nitrogen and krypton. Home to a thriving iridium mining community, Volkov's reputation is summed up as rich but dangerous. Pirates often lurk behind Volkov's two moonlets, Zenevia and Elena, and cripple freighters leaving the atmosphere. To make matters worse, Volkov sits in the Chazov Belt, a field of asteroids and smaller bodies which leads to frequent meteor strikes on the planet. Meteor-related casualties remain rare, but on Volkov, the chances of such a death are high enough that they are factored into insurance premiums. Population 3,800. Okay, next we got... What is this little world? Petseyev. And I'm going to keep checking the belt because there might be more. A rock planet encased in frozen oceans, Petseyev was notable for the large... Oh, I remember this written message. The largest written message ever created by a human being. Andrei Kobzar, a disgruntled miner whose fortunes were spent prospecting for EZO, used the mass accelerator cannon of a local mercenary group's A-61 Mantis gunship to carve a 208-kilometer-long message in the ice saying... One second, I'm going to see if I can remember how you can probably pronounce this. Because I actually did properly pronounce it the first time around. Alright, the closest I'm going to get is Zdiznihigonyet. And again, I'm not even close to right, probably. Russian for there's nothing here. The message used to be visible from low orbit. Ironically, the message itself appears to have been melted away by another determined individual with heavy equipment, and now, truly, there is nothing here. Okay, next in... Dobrovolsky. Another near Earth-sized rock planet without much atmosphere to speak of, Dobrovolsky is home to Altai Mineral Works, a local extraction company noted for its success in EZO mining. The planet itself provides aluminum for local fabricators, which are churning out habitats at an astonishing rate for a system that has no garden planets. With its ore supply coming all the way from the shale system, Dobrovolsky is held up as the proof of the miner's cliche, where there's EZO, there's an economy. And what do we have? Komarov. Or Komarov? The first charted by the Asari, but colonized by humans, the Pamyat system is home to Komarov, an Earth-sized body near the star. It has little atmosphere to speak of, but this has not stopped exploration by robo-miners who have recovered iridium from the planet's crust. Okay, let's do some scanning. There we go. Let's see what we found on Dobrovolsky. And then after that, we can go pick up the gas and get the heck out of the system. Okay, Alliance Frigate Leipzig, or Leipzig, which goes to the Alliance First Fleet. 100 fuel.
Reapers eluded.
On to Sheol. Ah, just one planet here. Gaianom. Or Gaianom. A nearly atmosphereless, tidally locked planet orbiting a red dwarf star, Gaianom was the first place human explorers discovered a dedicated Prothean burial ground. While a few sites were saved for posterity, Eldfil Ashland Mining successfully lobbied to scout the rest of the planet for Element Zero and soon was embroiled in a scandal. Mining teams were looting grave sites, searching for EZO and other treasures, and many got rich off the so-called cemetery business. While EAM officially brought a stop to the looting, its mining teams remained on the planet prospecting the unclaimed territory and taking their ore to the Pamyat system for refining. Travel advisory. Armed conflicts have broken out between miners and scientists staking claim to the Prothean ruins. Visitors are advised to employ security while exploring unknown regions of the planet. Population 11,503. I believe when we landed here in Mass Effect 2, we were saving the life of a Quarian who had crash landed here.
I found something.
Let's see what we find here. And there was a bunch of nasty wildlife, in this case specifically Varen, hunting him down. Okay, Prothean Sphere. We've seen those before. Oh, that's everything here. Okay, I was going to scan for fuel as well, but we are done in the Hades Nexus. Let's get back to the Hecate system. And leave. Should have come in from the other side.
Faster than light jump successful.
Okay, let me just take a quick scan around, make sure... Okay. Should probably check out the Argos Row as well, shouldn't I? Okay, again, another situation where if there's nothing in the Argos Row, then I will see you over in the Selaean Nebula. Is there anything else as well? Just want to be 100% that we're not missing anything. Okay. Okay, the Hydra system. Thear. Let's see. Canrum.
Signal confirmed.
Okay, yep, definitely stuff to find here. Alright, let's check this out. Seba. I think we've probably visited this system in every iteration of Mass Effect. Seba is a standard Neptune-type gas giant. The upper cloud decks of its hydrogen-helium atmosphere tinted a dramatic blue by traces of methane. Okay. Up next, Canrum, I believe is what that is. Yes. Kenrum is a small, rocky world with a trace atmosphere of methane and krypton. Its surface is mainly composed of magnesium and silicates with deposits of carbon. Cameron was the site of the warlord Shiagra's defeat by Turian peacekeeping forces during the Krogan rebellions. While this band was not especially powerful, Shiagra was a female warlord, and one of the few remaining fertile females at that. She had, through viciousness and cunning, parlayed her unique value into a position of power. Krogan males competed for the right to join her band and lie with her. When Shiagra's death was announced, vengeful male Krogan admirers near and far swore blood oaths against the participating Turian crews. In the end, several thousand of the Turian participants were killed in open combat or through assassination. To this day, many Krogan proudly proclaim they have the blood of Shiagar. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we landed here in Mass Effect 1, and... was this the one with the nuke? I can't remember. With a loose nuke, I mean. Haptic optics array. Okay. Let's see. Nope. Thear. Thear is a large gas giant with traces of chlorine and sodium in its atmosphere. It also has a significant amount of water vapor in the clouds of its upper atmosphere. Thear was struck by an asteroid at least 12 kilometers in diameter within the last 100 years. The superheating caused by the impact of its atmospheric passage created a large bank of vicious storms along the equatorial band. Next up, Metgos. We might have landed on Metgos. Metgos is a large... I think I forget this every single time. Metgos is a large terrestrial planet with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Its hot surface is mainly composed of nickel with deposits of potassium and heavy metals. It is a mineralogical treasure trove with concentrated heavy elements constantly being brought to the surface by volcanic activity. Metgos is inhospitable, dangerous, and expeditions must be well prepared to survive any length of time. With its high mass, heat-trapping clouds, and constant volcanic venting, Metgos seems well on its way to becoming a Venusian pressure cooker world. And lastly, Vermalis. Vermalis has a thick atmosphere of nitrogen and helium. Its surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of aluminum with deposits of borax. The planet has an extensive network of subterranean caves formed over the millennia by volcanic processes. In these relatively cool areas, some primitive life has developed. I remember reading all these before. There it is. I managed to run right over it. There we go. A little bit of fuel, 270 units to be specific. Let's leave the Hydra system behind and check out the Phoenix system, and we'll close that with the Gorgon system. Man, this is a big cluster here. Okay, looks like we got a station out there. What is that? Pinnacle Station, okay. Vibonok. Vibonok is a small terrestrial world with a thin atmosphere of krypton and xenon. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of carbonaceous material, water ice, and low-density silicates. Rare but concentrated loads of light metal have been deposited by asteroid impacts. One hemisphere of Vibonok is covered by surface deposits of oxidized copper. Approximately 270 years ago, a Turian bulk gas transport was attacked by pirates in the Phoenix system. Damaged, it made a rough landing on Vibonok. The heat of the landing melted significant quantities of surface ice and ruptured shipping containers, spilling liquid oxygen across the surface. Before this evaporated and escaped Vibonok's weak gravity, it reacted to cause widespread rust. Okay. Pinnacle Station. This, of course, being DLC from the first game. That they actually lost the source code to, so you can't do it anymore. The asteroid-based Pinnacle Station was originally constructed by Turians to function as a concealed command center during the Krogan rebellions. It has been retrofitted as a military training facility for all high-level special operations teams employed by the Council. The station's combat simulator allows teams to train in a variety of hazardous conditions. Population of 1,200 and a radius of 340 meters. Let's scan out here.
I found something.
Okay. Let's see what we're gonna find. Turian Spec Ops team. Very nice. Oh. Next up. Where? There it is. Tun Tau. Tun Tau is an enormous, low-density terrestrial planet with a thick atmosphere of methane and helium. Despite being nearly 20 AU from Phoenix, the star's great heat and the insulating thickness of the atmosphere make the surface surprisingly temperate. The crust is mainly composed of sodium and silicon dioxide, with deposits of various light metals. While Tun Tau is not habitable, the relative pleasantness of the surface conditions make it a popular location for small ships traveling through the Argus Road cluster to land for drive discharge. Next up, Entice. An atmosphere similar to Earth's made Entice an early candidate for human colonization. However, prohibitively high temperatures and an arid climate have proved a hindrance to terraforming and agriculture. A few human cities were founded, but the majority of the human population on Entice remains scattered across vast deserts, operating wind farms and geological research stations. Colony founded in 2166, population of 150,000, capital Thoreau Mesa. Let's see, Silsalto, I believe it is. Yep. Silsalto is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant. It has no remarkable features. Despite the fact that it's green, I feel like that would be a remarkable feature. Pitashi. Pitashi is a sun-blasted terrestrial world whose atmosphere was blasted away millennia ago by the star Phoenix. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of iron with deposits of tin. Due to its relatively low density, Pitashi is tidally locked to Phoenix. Seas of molten metals cover much of the sunward side. Let's do some scanning. I think we gotta scan at least one more planet. There it is. Oh, and there's the fuel as well.
Successful.
Very nice. Let's check it out. What we got on Entice. Fossilized Kecleosaur. Very good. We got someone to bring that bit to on the Citadel. 450 units of fuel. Whoa.
Reapers eluded.
Okay. Let's get down to the Gorgon system. Okay, first up is this gas giant out here. Slekken. Orbiting at an unbelievable distance of 710 AU, over 66 billion kilometers from Gorgon, Slekken is a huge gas giant with an atmosphere tainted by methane and chlorine. Okay, next up is another gas giant. Charblu. A standard hydrogen-helium gas giant, the methane in Charblu's atmosphere gives it an azure hue. The Asari crew who initially surveyed the system during Earth's 17th century named Charblu for a then-popular soprano. The singer was renowned for her unusual skin tone, which was quite similar to that of the planet. You have to wonder if Charblu is still alive. In fact, I think I wondered that last time. Cameron. Cameron is a terrestrial world with a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and argon. The surface is scorching hot, primarily composed of iron with deposits of nickel. Like Wuo, Cameron is tidally locked to the blue giant, forever looking into the face of the Gorgon. Okay, what do we got here? Vectra. Vectra is a typical hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of methane and sodium in its atmosphere. The heat of the star Gorgon is slowly blasting away the gas giant's massive atmosphere, which is visible as a long, dim tail that trails behind the planet. And lastly, Wuo. Wuo is a terrestrial planet only known from scanned data picked up by unmanned probes. Though over 76 AU from the blue giant Gorgon, temperatures on Wuo's orbit are still dangerously high. Only ships with very high heat-radiating shield systems can venture that deep into the system. Fortunately, Wuo is not a terribly interesting world. It has a thin atmosphere of nitrogen and methane, and the scorching surface is mainly composed of alumina with deposits of platinum. The world is tidally locked to Wuo. Now see, they've got the same typo in here as they had in Mass Effect 1. It's tidally locked to Gorgon, leaving the sunward side scorched, a radiated wasteland, and the dark side a frigid and ice-crusted. Okay,
Signal confirmed.
there we go, Cameron. I remember that Wuo typo because I kept mis-saying it and I was like, that does not sound right. Kept saying it as it was, I mean. Advanced power relays. I think we have someone on the Citadel we can bring that to. Oh, that's everything. Okay. Well, we're now done in the Argus Rho cluster, so let's get out of here and over to the Selene Nebula. Because I don't think there's anything else. Oh, we need to come back in from this side. There we go. Alright. Again, I think everything else has been explored, but we're going to take a quick look around, and if there's nothing, then it's Selene Nebula time. Alright, here we go. Okay, what do we got here? Kate Bolo. Or Catabolo, maybe. Catabolo is a relatively large methane ammonia ice giant. Although Scion and its orbital stations offer military-grade starship fuel, commercial ships took advantage of the helium-3 refineries here. Because Catabolo is relatively near to the mass relay of the system, the Reapers destroyed the infrastructure on their way to more important targets. Okay, next up, Scion. We have to land here, but let's take a look. This Garden World's claim to military fame is that it was assaulted repeatedly during the Krogan rebellions, but never occupied by more than a token force. The Asari cut off the Krogan supply line at the Citadel relay and drove the invaders out. Today, antimatter generators on the surface and in orbital stations provide fuel for military starships throughout Asari space. The matriarchs defending the planet today have vowed to maintain Scion's legacy. They pledge it will fall to no enemy, organic or synthetic. Colony founded in 322, population 260 million with the capital of Polos. And let's see what we got here. Hanalei. Early surveyors of Hanalei dismissed its resource potential, saying it had more heat than a planet needs and more argon than a galaxy would buy. As an enormous terrestrial planet, buried underneath a merciless atmosphere of argon, nitrogen, and carbon dioxide, Hanalei hosted only small orbital stations that were primarily scientific in nature. The facilities have since been destroyed by the Reapers. Alright, before we actually land on Scion, we're going to take a look at the other systems, because otherwise we'll have no reason to go to them after the fact. Well, I mean, obviously it's the same amount of reason to go after, but leaving a little bit of adventure for the end of this system. Loropi. Yesilium. Yesilium is a minor rock planet that has not quite cleared the ring of the debris at the edge of Loropi's orbit. It is believed to be an extrasolar capture. For several centuries, Yesilium supported a succession of mining colonies, first iridium, then titanium, and finally light metals like bauxite and alumina. The planet was abandoned long before the Reaper invasion. Well, that's good. Let's see what we got here. Paphos. Paphos, a hydrogen-helium gas giant, with a significant amount of nitrogen, is named after the prominent Asari lawgiver. Her treatise on the reluctance of democracies to go to war with other democracies formed a key tenet of the Asari political theory that led to Thessia's modern golden age. The planet itself was only notable for orbital stations that fueled transport ships by skimming deuterium and helium-3. The Reapers destroyed the stations, killing the inhabitants. Okay, and what do we have over here? Wreckage. The Asari once had enormous solar collectors around the bluish-white A0V star Loropi, using the star's considerable heat to create antiprotons for military starship fuel. Now all that can be detected is scrap. Reapers emerged from dark space near the Selene Nebula cluster and established a front in the Loropi system. The Asari fleet that guarded what used to be known as Astopa Station cannot be found. It is scattered and destroyed. One can only hope that the backup reactors in the Kyplidon system do not fail, or the Asari fleet will have precious little fuel. Let's scan that.
I found something.
Okay, well there's fuel probably. Yep. And let's go ahead and scan the planets. Nope, nothing there. Ooh, we're gonna have a fun escape from Yesilium. Let's see what we got here. Honestly, I should have scanned this one first, given that it's near the edge. But Armali sniper unit. Just saved some Asari from basically starving to death, I think. Nahala? Oh, that's something.
Signal confirmed.
What do we got here? Foros. Phoros is a hydrogen gas giant tinted orange by swirling bands of ammonia and sulfur. Its 4 moons hosted small spaceports used to mine the moons in the nearby Halimar Asteroid Belt. Unfortunately, Phoros was an early target of the Reapers, and they made short work of the lunar outposts. On sensors, no survivors of Reaper forces are immediately obvious, but Phoros's ring system is filled with dust and ice that would allow concealment. Population 43,700 pre-invasion. Next up is Hayatiana. Hayatiana serves as a bastion of research for the Asari, boasting multiple observation outposts, glacial drilling stations, and educational institutions. While the planet's average temperature hovers near freezing, the equatorial band contains oceans and freshwater rivers. Xenobiologists of all stripes often visited the planet as its expansive facilities were a haven for the life sciences. The Reapers destroyed Hayatiana's spaceports and its uniformed defense forces. As with other Asari planets, the Reapers forced the heavily biotic population into surrender through threats of massive retaliation rather than assault by husks alone. Colony founded in 735, population 119 million pre-invasion, in capital city of Port L'Arma? Yeah. Strange words there. We will check that out. Agesia. Rife with volcanic activity and scorched by the nearby orange star Nahula, Agesia is an unforgiving and ever-shifting puzzle box of a planet. Ceaseless solar winds and magnetic bombardment have thinned Agesia's atmosphere, but these features were actually a boon in wartime. Powerful magnetic fields and large quantities of airborne volcanic ash make many forms of scanning difficult, allowing the Asari to hide valuable palladium and molybdenum mines needed for the war effort. Agesia's sheltered underground colonies remain untouched by the Reapers, at least for the moment. Very neat. Let's go ahead and check this out. Sariscard. Let's leave, come back, get that fuel.
Successful.
$250 units of fuel, very good.
Reapers eluded.
Okay, Fontes. Sengel. When Dakuna's government learned that the Reapers had returned, they evacuated everyone on Sangel's helium-3 recovery platforms. The sizable hydrogen-helium gas giant was abandoned, its workers relocated to Dakuna. The move was ostensibly made because the Elcor homeworld was a more defensible position. In reality, it may have been motivated by a subconscious herding instinct, as most grazing creatures come together in large group when predators are near. Interesting, so we must be in the Elcor's home system here. Yep, there's Dakuna. Talun. Talun is named for the first Elcor settlement in recorded history. The planet's name roughly translates to the deep and restful Meadowland, which is somewhat a misnomer with Talun's thick, crushing atmosphere that keeps its surface boiling hot and the air a noxious mixture of carbon dioxide and helium. Okay. I don't know why I would scan that one first, but anyway, let's check out. I mean, Dakuna is going to be where it is, right? Or the moon of Dakuna. But let's see here. The Elcor homeworld Dakuna overflows with natural resources, protected by law from large deposits of precious metals to vast forests. The Elcor themselves live in rich grasslands near the equator. The majority of Dakuna's settlements are tucked within this belt, as the conservative Elcor feel little desire to build outside their comfort zone. Their twin capitals are for migration from the wet season to the dry season, a tradition made obsolete by modern technology, but still observed. After the destruction of the Elcor navy, Reapers moved in ground forces to occupy the cities. This has taken longer than most civilized worlds, as the Elcor have spread out into smaller, distant settlements, reflecting their preference for close-knit family communities instead of densely packed cities. Population 2.35 billion, pre-invasion, capitals of Sarun and Malvuan. Okay, Ultan. The first mission to Ultan, Dakuna's moon, was a century in the making. Elcor leaders felt resources for space travel could be better used on the homeworld, and it took decades of persuasion to secure project funding. Archaic harvesting stations that recovered helium-3 from the moon's regolith are still present, We're still present when the Reapers invaded, and the Elcor station there were able to flee the system. Okay, and... Lanuamund? Freaking Elcor in their names. Lanuamund's scorching hot surface is composed of lime with deposits of copper. It has faint traces of nitrogen atmosphere. The Elcor have left it untouched aside from orbital probes that monitor the planet in case anything noteworthy should one day occur. Okay. Scanning here.
Found something.
Let's see what they got on Dakuna for us. And before we leave, I want to check what the gravity is on this world. Code of the Ancients. Let's see. Gravity is 4 Gs. Holy crap. Basically, just know that you would weigh 4 times as much on Dakuna as you weigh on Earth. Imagine what that does to your joints.
Faster than light jump successful.
There it is. A little bit of fuel. Go, go, go. Alright.
Successful.
To Teolia. Hopefully there's enough fuel to get back to the mass relay from here. Okay. Outermost planet is... Oh, missed it behind all the names. Atabolos. Farthest out from Teolia, Atabolos is a low-density planet peppered with outdated mining facilities and a few independent mechanical contractors. The unmanned mining scouts that first surveyed the planet conveyed positive reports based on the light gravity, gentle atmospheric pressure, and easily penetrable crust of silica and salt. Neither methane pockets nor low temperatures were barriers to the Asari, but after centuries of mining, the veins of genuinely valuable materials or minerals are gone, and all but a few inhabitants have departed. Okay, oh, didn't mean to scan there, but now we know there's nothing there. Quaresia. A typical hydrogen-helium gas giant, Quaresia serves as a naval resource for fuel gathering and magnetic field discharge. The planet is surrounded by a band of 7 large moons that form the Necklace, a reference to the legendary jewel owned by the ancient Asari queen for which Quaresia is named. Quaresia's orbit places it within the system's frost line where gas giants do not usually form. For this reason, the planet is believed to be an extrasolar capture. The alternative, that its orbit is decaying, is a horrifying prospect for tourism and the immigration boards of Nevos, since they would be in the gas giant's eventual path. I'm assuming this is Nevos? Yes. First discovered by the Asari pioneers in 430, the Nevos is a vibrant garden world and home to a thriving Asari colony. Sandy beaches and romantic twin moons fuel a bustling tourism economy, while practical and secretive corporate matters are handled in spiraling arcologies built near towering cliffs. Even though it has been colonized for centuries, Nevos feels a frontier away from the regulation and oversight. Consequently, a number of influential political lobbies have established sizable presences on the planet. The colony founded in 430, population 677 million, and the capital is Estella. And innermost here is Loxia. Loxia is a small terrestrial planet tidally locked to Teolia. Due to the low mass and relatively small size, Loxia is an exceptionally fast stellar orbit. The planet's light atmosphere consists mainly of argon and krypton, which occasionally produces long, thin bands of luminescence along the twilight border. Loxia's crust is mainly igneous rock with wide salt flats and occasional deposits of potassium. Okay, let's do some scanning.
Signal confirmed.
There we go. Nevos. Always assume that it's the garden world. It's not always, but it feels like most of the time it is. Rings of a loon. That's what we were looking for here in the Salian Nebula. Okay, well, one of the things we came here for. Oh, okay. Come on, there we go. Quaresia. What do we got here? Credits. Okay, now we're looking just for fuel. There we go. 375 units of fuel, that should get us back.
Reapers eluded.
Okay. On to Kyplodon. Kyplodon? Whatever. We've looked at the planets, we just haven't landed on Scion, nor have we scanned anything either, so let's do that.
I found something.
There we go. Henele. Dr. Jalise. I don't know who that is. We'll check the war assets when we're all done here. Scion.
Shepard, about 72 hours ago, the reactors at adjoining Turin Asari fuel depot went offline. Scans at the station are cold. It's deserted.
What happened to the troop station there?
Unknown, but no fuel means no fleet presence in this theater. The enemy will operate unchecked. I need you to get in there, find out what's going on, and get those reactors back online. Captain Riley's on site doing preliminary recon. She leads one of our top engineering teams.
We'll get to the bottom of this, Admiral.
Good, hack it out.
Commander, Corporal Nyrek reporting. Captain Riley is on point waiting for you.
Okay.
How long have you served in this outfit, Corporal?
3 tours. Been through thick and thicker. The captain always sees us through.
On it.
I definitely remember playing a lot of multiplayer maps here.
Confirming. Toxic radiation cutting access to most of the grid. Survival in hotspots not possible.
We're playing a lot of matches on this map. I don't think we can...
Radiation
yeah.
proximity warning, Commander. Avoid at all costs.
Yeah.
We need a radiation workaround, soldier.
Captain Riley?
Commander, it's an honor.
Commander, Captain Riley has me scanning the facility. It's a dual reactor system, so you'll have to break up into 2 teams.
Roger that.
The fuel rods for both reactors need to be unlocked before we can initiate a restart. Your route is blocked. Captain Riley's man is working to clear the obstacles.
Understood, Lieutenant.
Got it, Captain. Good work, Coslow.
Ready your team to hit Reactor 2, Captain.
Got it. We'll cover you till you're clear.
Crane display. Activate. Oh. Okay.
Directional guidance error. Team 2 moving out, Commander.
Oh.
Good luck, Captain. This place gives me the creeps.
You read my mind, Vega.
Just stay sharp, people.
Oh. Oh, okay. I get it. I get it. Move it over. Put it down. Move it all the way over. Pick it up. Bring it over. Okay. What do we got here? Spare parts we can salvage. Okay. Let's keep on
I
moving.
have a visual on the fuel rod control, but radiation is blocking access.
Same situation here. I'll find a way to vent the area.
Vent sector A1.
This looks like ventilation control.
Should do the trick.
Radiation clearing. Console now accessible. Sector is
Let's unlock those fuel rods.
Nope. There we go.
Power is restored. System ready. Fuel rods unlocked here. Wait a minute.
Commander, Captain, tracking movement in your areas.
Defensive positions. Enemy inbound.
We're ready for them.
Oh, it's Husks. It's the Reapers, not Cerberus. Let's go ahead and disruptor ammo. Oop.
Riley, status.
One casualty, but we're clear here.
Warning. Coolant leaks detected. Reactors 1 and 2. System restart impossible.
I can see it. You'll both have to seal all the moderator tanks.
I see the reactor 2 tanks moving to seal.
Okay. I think we're gonna have to go around. Let's see. Is this something here? Yeah.
Tank 1 is sealed
Okay, there's another one.
Patching seems to be working. Only one more to go here.
Tank 2 is sealed and stable.
Commander, the core is stabilized. Reactivation can go ahead.
Riley, you in position?
Affirmative. Awaiting your word.
Initiating restart.
Commander, Captain, I'm reading a lot of movement. Headed your way.
Incoming!
Progress.
Lock and load.
They're coming in from above.
Where? Ah. Yeah, got him. What? Oh. Damn. Got him? I think that was a cannibal. No, a husk. I feel like I always see them doing that to husks, or to cannibals, I mean. There we go.
Commander, we're being overrun. Position indefensible. We're not gonna make it.
Hold tight. One of my people is coming.
Roger that.
James, save their asses. On it.
Oh! Whoa, okay, take cover. Ho ho ho! There we go, he's down. Wait, did it just hurt me when he died? I think that actually is the case. There we go.
You're clear for the moment, Commander. Can't raise Captain Riley.
What about Lieutenant Vega?
Nothing, Commander. No one's answering my hail. But I'm tracking some movement toward the pickup point. Finalize the restart, then we can rendezvous there.
Will do.
Okay. I thought they were back there, so that's why I went over there to go check, but there's nobody there at the moment, so. Here we go.
Restart is complete.
I don't think we want to go through that.
Reactor fully powered and operational, Commander.
Let's head this way. Go find out what's going on with James and the rest of that team. Oh. Well, they're here.
Commander, you saved our asses. My team is in your debt.
Is that him? Yeah, that's him, okay.
Job well done. Report back to the shuttles.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
Good work down there, Shepard. Without that depot, the entire theater would be at risk.
What are the odds the Reapers will be back?
I'm allocating a task force to maintain and defend the facility. If the Reapers come back, we'll be ready. I read Captain Raleigh's report. It says she and her team wouldn't have made it without you.
I'm glad I could help.
I'll keep you posted on new developments. Hack it out.
Okay. Let's check the war assets. Let's see. Oh, look at that. We're okay, I think 7,500 is probably completely full, but can't even really see the gap there. Alliance First Fleet. The SSV Leipzig was the first Alliance frigate to field test the Thanix cannon, a compact version of the Reaper weapon developed after the Battle of the Citadel. The Leipzig's captain was so pleased with the results, she gave an unconditional recommendation that the Alliance begin mass-producing the cannon as soon as possible. Yep. Thanix cannon is awesome. Wait, there's something else here? Okay, Alliance 5th Fleet, and this is the Hong Kong. The original SSV Hong Kong was destroyed in the Battle of the Citadel when its captain threw her ship in the front of a blast meant for a dreadnought. The ship's frame was later melted down and incorporated into the framework of the new frigate, rebuilt as its successor. Okay, yeah, we've seen all that other stuff before. Anything else here for the Alliance? No. Okay. The Asari. Dr. Jalise, I remember seeing this just a second ago. Dr. Jalise, the Asari scientist found on the research station in the Selene Nebula, was working on a paper that argued nanocircuitry could solve complex behavioral problems in commercial VIs. The doctor's theoretical work seems to be supported by data in the Crucible's blueprints. She now heads the department building the weapons circuit boards. Good for her. Armali Sniper Unit. The Armali Sniper Unit is an elite team of Asari commandos who favor long-distance engagement. Some of this unit's soldiers have augmented themselves with strength-boosting cybernetic implants, allowing them to fire heavier guns like the 39-kilogram M98 Widow anti-material rifle with incredible precision. Ceres Guard. The Ceres Guard set out to stop Bloodpack mercenaries attempting to enslave Asari colonies in the Terminus systems. After a ship-to-ship fight, the commandos and mercs crash-landed with no means to contact Thessia. The surviving Asari continued to engage the grounded Bloodpack, whittling down the frustrated slavers with traps, ambushes, and nighttime offensives. After 9 days and more than 100 casualties, the Bloodpack surrendered, and the mercenaries were astonished to learn that they had been only battling 5 Asari commandos. Though the guards downplayed their heroics, they became instant celebrities upon their return to Thessia. Very cool. The Citadel. Advanced starship fuel. Helium-3 is used to power the vast majority of commercial starships. Chemical engineers on Psion added experimental mixtures of compounds to the gases to make them more efficient. More efficient fuel for ships traveling longer distances. One of their new formulas is used in ships transporting major loads of material to the Crucible, speeding up their build process. The advanced power relays. The advanced power relays are 15 kilometers of insulated wiring connected to switch boxes that regulate the energy flow. Installing the relays in the Crucible will prevent catastrophic power surges from overloading the systems. The haptic optics array is an experimental computer user interface. Cortical implants allow the users to see screens projected in front of them. A user's eye movements are tracked, syncing the hand gestures as they sift through data. While disorienting at first, people using the optics array report increased efficiency, and the technology has been adapted by several dozen engineers for use on the Crucible. Sounds like an implanted version of the whole Minority Report scanning thing. Let's see here. Turian Spec Ops Team. Guard Captain Vidnos, head of a special operations team that distinguished itself in the war on Tatris, tracking down Turian separatist leaders opposing the hierarchy. During the war, the separatists rammed a ship traveling at FTL speeds into the heart of Tatris' capital. Vidnos' unit experienced the worst fighting in the Diluvian wildlands, unwelcoming marshes with a population deeply sympathetic to the separatist cause. Okay, is that everything? I think that's everything. Alright. Let's get back to the ship's controls. Let's leave behind Psion and pick up any fuel that we need. There we go. Okay. New mass relay jump over to the Citadel. Well, to the Serpent Nebula at least. Here we go, Citadel. Let's land. Or dock, I guess.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
Actually, no, because
I'll handle it.
Yes, Commander.
we still have a few folks to meet with over on the Silver Sun Strip. Let's see if there's anybody in this area first so we don't just waste this trip to this area. Okay. Yeah, nothing here in the dock, so let's get over to the Silver Sun Strip. Just realize this is that way to get there. Okay. Well, let's wait for Cortez. We can do that one.
Welcome aboard, Shepard.
So where are we going?
Activating external cameras.
I didn't know this shuttle had virtual windows.
Bet there's more you don't know about this bird.
What's that supposed to mean?
Before Mass Effect fields, there was no such thing as inertial dampeners.
Yeah?
Here, feel this.
Whoa!
That, my friend, is unadulterated momentum. Want to really feel it?
Show me.
I gotta question how legal this is.
You see? Doesn't take much to pull a few G's. Back in the day, pilots would wear G-suits. It squeezes your body so that the blood stays in your head in tight maneuvers. I'd wear a G-suit when flying my Trident. In a fighter, it's common to transfer power from the inertial dampeners to other systems.
You miss flying fighters? Can't imagine you're too thrilled to be flying a shuttle.
Hell no. I'm not just any shuttle pilot. I'm your shuttle pilot. Wouldn't have it any other way. When you're on the ground, weapon in hand, you're invincible. But when we're approaching an LZ, you're just another soldier. Vulnerable. Nothing you can do if we're shot down. Getting you to the ground alive is a responsibility I wouldn't trust to anyone else.
I'm fortunate to have you, Steve.
Anytime, Shepard.
Okay, I think there was at least one more person to meet here. Let's take a look at the map. Well, there's a CSEC officer, and there's also Jack and Jacob. Okay, let's see about this CSEC officer.
Officer, someone requested my presence concerning an incident with the Krogan.
Oh!
Right this way.
Grunt.
So, Grunt. Anything you want to tell me about?
This clown wants to take me to lockup. Figured I'd give you a call, straighten this out.
Commander Shepard, I apologize for the intrusion. This Krogan insisted we contact you.
It's okay. I'll vouch for him. I'll sign any paperwork you have, officer.
Yes, sir.
What happened?
I don't know. Drank a bit, left the hospital, broke a few windows.
But you were in that hospital recovering from the Rachni encounter.
Yeah, didn't feel like sticking around.
Most people stick around long enough to, you know, heal.
Most people aren't me.
And why is CSEC here?
Guess they're precious about some broken glass.
Before I sign you up, everybody walked away from this in one piece, right?
Sure, yeah, everybody's fine. Hospital's seen better days, though.
God.
Right. Tell me about the windows.
A couple of squad mates broke me out for my birthday. Tried lowering me down the side of the building on a rope. It didn't work out.
It's your birthday?
No, I'm tank bred, remember? Anyway, we got some pictures on the Krogan Memorial.
In the Presidium?
Yeah, when CSEC got there, they were mad. Or maybe they were mad about their car being on fire. Can't remember.
Oh,
why was it on fire?
I threw my bottle of Ringcall at it. Pretty strong stuff.
Oh
Went
my
up like
God.
a bonfire.
It's like a Molotov cocktail.
The CSEC guys jumped out. Then I figured they didn't want it, so I took it.
Oh my God.
We didn't get very far before they shut us down.
Oh my God.
Sprayed us down with riot foam. Didn't work so well on me.
And why's that?
Because I was on fire. You know, from the car. Come on, Shepard, keep up.
Right. Sorry. So how did they catch you?
Got hungry. Bought some noodles.
Grunt, you apologized to the nice man for setting his car on fire.
Fine. I'm sorry for setting your car on fire. And I won't do it again.
Good. Now, officer, I can pay for any damages that may have occurred.
That's what you've been signing for, Commander. You're lucky, Krogan. Don't let me catch you up here again.
You won't. Thank you, officer. So, how were those noodles?
A little spicy.
You're my hero, Grunt.
So if you don't go with his story, basically what happened was there's a Krogan that dropped off the side of the hospital, rioted, basically climbed on top of a statue, threw a Molotov cocktail at a cop car, stole that cop car and crashed it, and got him and lit himself on fire in the process. Anyway, let's go check out, let's see, here we go.
Hey, Shepard, over here. Thanks for coming by. Good to see you. What's up?
Out for a little R&R. You?
Exactly. Same thing.
Hey, Jacob. I'm out of credits.
Who are they?
Their parents are MIA. Volunteered to take them on for the weekend, get their minds off things. What about us, Shepard? There's got to be a game of skill in there with our names on it.
Let's do it.
Great.
This is your game of skill?
Now, Shepard, I'll try not to embarrass you.
Really? Trash talk? A shattered Ezo?
Hell yeah, my pride is on the line. Also, these kids look up to me, so I have to take you down.
You're gonna take me down? I don't think so.
Well, step up, Shepard. Although it might be tough not having your squad to carry you.
You're on.
No pressure, Shepard. These people already idolize you. So when you choke, it won't matter.
You're crowding me.
Am I? My bad. Stand back, everyone. Shepard needs extra room to make the magic happen.
Ready? Let's do this.
Glad none of your friends are here to see your humiliation. Yes!
That all you got?
Check it out, Shepard. Feel that? Feeling of doom.
Never mind. I got this. Trying yet, Jacob?
This is a...
Shepard.
Uh-oh.
Break a hip now.
Just lost my head.
That's where my comeback starts.
Boom! Killed it!
Seriously.
Yeah! Jacob wins!
Not my day. Congrats, Jacob.
You probably let me win. Come on, Shepard. Let's grab some food. I'm buying.
Okay, where am I? Okay, so we need to get to the Armax Arsenal Arena. Alright. Let's find Jack. Okay, so we're not actually finding her, we just wait for her.
Hey, glad you can make it. I've got us set up.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's combat night in the Armax Arsenal Arena.
Commander Shepard and Subject Zero. Let's go... Oh, man. They didn't let me give her a specific gun?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1.
Oh yeah, it would make sense that she would want to go after Cerberus. I mean, that's the one enemy type that I have, I think. But Jack hates Cerberus most than most. Let's get the bonus.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Kill streak. 3, 4.
Just lost my kill streak, damn. Oh! Okay, let's get Jack back up. Let's switch guns. And let's do disruptor ammo. Oh! Did I just lose or just get him?
I'm gonna beat you until candy comes out. Ah!
Okay, it's just an event within the event.
Damn, it's nice to relax. Not worrying about the kids.
It's worth the stress to watch the people you're commanding come into their own, though.
Shut up.
Who said I was talking about you?
You know, if there is a god, that's what she sounds like. Just a big, deep whoom to let you know everything's gonna be okay. Thanks for coming, Shepard.
Wouldn't have missed it.
So God just sounds like an explosion. Okay, I think that's everybody here. So let's get over to the other part of the Citadel. The standard part of the Citadel, that is. Here we go. Okay. Actually, let's go to the embassies, because there might be more info... No, not that. We'll just go this way. Because there might be more stuff in the in the Spectres area.
Now arriving at Presidium Embassy.
Let's see if there's anybody here that... Well, actually, why don't we just look at the map? Okay, we need to go to... Yeah, someone over there in 4. So, okay, we need to go to Udina's old office as well, but that's the last place we're going to go. In fact, we're probably not even going to actually go there in this mission. We're probably going to wait until the next video, I mean.
Excuse me. I'm Commander Shepard. If you promise to be careful, I've got something for you.
A Reaper code fragment. Yes, I can use this to try to predict their strategic processes. We might be able to save a few worlds with this, Commander. Thank you.
Got that from Rannoch when we were inside the server. Requisitions. Oh, wait. Oh, chemical burn treatment. Excellent. Okay. Probably missed that at the fuel plant or something. Spectre Terminal. Commendation for Captain Riley. Captain Riley, an N7 operative, has been nominated for a commendation for valor for her actions on Scion. Approval from a Spectre would fast-track the award process. Congratulations, Riley. Alright. Let's head back out here. And let's head to Presidium Commons. Actually, we're going to go to the hospital. First off, let's see if there's anything here. Yes. Okay, there are at least 3 people here.
Excuse me. I recovered the rings of a loon. They're waiting in Bay D24.
That's wonderful. Thank you. My people will treat this miraculous find as a call to support their local hospitals.
Okay.
The prisoners were indoctrinated.
You think? And once the alarm was sounded?
Naira's eyes were black. The whole time, not just for a second. I could feel her mind from where I was standing. The humans were in the way, attacking us. I used my biotics, flung them around. I'd been horrified when Naira tore the farmers apart, but goddess, I ripped them in half. And it felt good.
There's nothing shameful about feeling an adrenaline rush during battle.
I might have killed more than Naira and those husks did. She wanted them alive, to turn them, and I...
And you survived.
Horrible situation she's encountered there. I think it said Jacob was out here, right? There he is. I think we talked to him already, though. Yeah.
I'm glad we had time to talk.
Me too. Gotta take the moments when you can. So true. And Shepard, thanks again for getting my people out alive.
Take care, Jacob.
You too, Shepard. I'm thinking about you out there. Stay safe.
That's from a conversation we had with him last time. Alright, let's see. This doctor is in lab services, so over here or on the other side. Other side, it looks like. Here they are.
I came across this treatment plant at a chemical plant. Could it help?
Treatment? What is... I've never seen this kind of process before.
Probably experimental. It's a long shot, but let's run some tests and see if it might work for our patient.
Alright. Does that be good?
Any improvement?
Yes, the counter agent is finally starting to kick in.
Okay. I don't know why I can still go back and talk to him, but anyway. And I mean, like, it's not that it's that crazy, but you don't typically find that to be the case once you've turned something over, so. Anything we can buy here? Nope. Okay. Let's go ahead and, let's see, let's go to Purgatory.
Now arriving at ward level Purgatory.
Angry Elcor. Oh, right. Is that this one? Yep.
I recovered the code of the ancients from Takuna. It's waiting for you in Bay D24.
With shock and joy. Really, this is wonderful news. Thank you, human. Sincerely, this will greatly aid our people.
Okay. And I think we don't need to talk to Joker and Edie again. I think we talked to them last time. But here we go.
Wait. You asked if I got heavy armor. I never said it was heavy armor. And since when do you know anything about shield capacitors?
I read about them.
Did you say you sold your car a few weeks ago? Because that's around the time I got sent this new armor.
Hey, it's late, and I'm not letting my friend miss a night of purgatory, right? You want to go in, or do you want to talk about my car some more?
No, you're right. Let's go in. And I'm buying you some goddamn drinks.
So yeah, if you don't really remember that, basically he got brand new armor, better than any of his peers. He's like, we should go out and celebrate. She's like, oh, I don't have my car, I sold it. Turns out she secretly bought him that armor. Okay. Let's go ahead and go to the docks.
1 moment, please.
Okay, I know we've got a few items here, including the Caccleosaur fossil. I think that's for somewhere else, though. Looks like maybe the refugee out in Bay E28. Let's go see.
I found a Prothean sphere on Gehinnom. Contact the Alliance and tell them Commander Shepard asked them to pay you for it.
Yes, thank you. I'll call them right now.
Okay. So that's how you pronounce that planet, Gehinnom. Alright, I think we're actually done here. Yep. So let's get to the Presidium Commons.
Now arriving at Presidium Commons.
A lot of people to talk to here. Let's see. Let's go to the apartments. Alright, what do we have here? Ah,
I got your message, Miranda. Is this about your sister?
Shepard, I need access to Alliance resources. I can't say any more.
You'll just have to trust me.
I don't like secrets, Miranda. Just tell me what's going on.
I can't, Shepard. If that's a problem, I'll go.
Don't. Trust is a little hard to come by right now.
Of course.
You'll have your access, Miranda, but I don't like the sound of this.
I know, and thank you. It means a lot.
That's not the only thing you wanted to talk about, is it?
No. I need to tell you something. Confess, really. It's been eating away at me.
Confess?
When I headed the Lazarus Project to rebuild you, I wanted to implant a control chip in you as a safeguard.
I think you mentioned this.
I did. There's more to it. The elusive man stopped me.
Sounds like it would have saved him a lot of trouble.
Maybe. He didn't want to interfere with who you truly were. Something that just obeyed orders. He wanted Commander Shepard. Installing the chip might have ruined you.
I understand why you wanted to. I was a complete unknown.
I've never had to deal with that many black boxes on a project. I felt blind.
Why bring that up now?
I fought against my father and his need to run every aspect of my life. He wanted total control over me, right down to my bloody DNA. After I got out of there, I couldn't stand by and let it happen to my sister. I risked my life to get her away from all that. Yet I didn't give a second thought to destroying your free will when I had the power.
This is what's been bothering you?
Yes.
Miranda, I lost 2 years of my life. You gave me back the rest of it. You could have changed me in 1,000 different ways, but you didn't. I don't know how, but you brought me back.
Thanks. But with so much being uncertain, I just wanted you to know I always regretted wanting that chip.
You can't keep beating yourself up over the past.
I usually don't. But this was important.
Some things you just don't have control over.
Guess my fancy genetics can't help me there.
No, they can't.
Okay. I hate to say it, but I should get moving. Thanks for understanding, Shepard.
Of course. And Miranda, this thing you have to do. Good luck.
Don't worry, Shepard. I always have a plan.
Okay, so I think the war advisor is right over there. I think it's at Solarian.
Actually, I found a Cagliasaur skull preserved in amber. Maybe you could clone it, or...
You're kidding? You're kidding. Seriously? Well, if the genetic material is intact, we could... We've got cloning facilities on Sarkesh. Cagliasaur genes were remarkably pliable. Cloning might be effective.
So we just provided a Cagliasaur fossil that they're going to use to make mounts for the Krogan. So, there we go. Let's see, where do we need to go next? There's the CSEC officer in Area 3, right over here by Apollo Cafe, or Apollo's Cafe.
I pulled this from a Geth jamming tower. Maybe you can use it.
How the hell did you... Oh, never mind. Tech like this, I don't care where it came from. I'll have my people run with this. When the war comes back here, maybe we can save more lives.
Alright. Next up, researcher and Tally in Section 4.
I've recovered the obelisk of Karza. It's waiting for you in Bay D-24.
You have? It's amazing. Thank you, Commander. That's going to help immeasurably with some very sensitive work.
Okay. Where is Tally? I thought she was in this area as well. There she is.
Of course. We can have ships at the colony in 36 hours. Do you need medical support?
No, evacuating the colony is more than enough. Thank you, Ambassador.
Ambassador?
I'm coordinating actions for the fleet while we're here. Evacuating colonies, bolstering Turian defense lines. I think it was right here. 3 years ago to the day.
What?
This was where Saren's assassins fired at me. I'd just gotten to the Citadel. I didn't think I needed my barriers up. My mistake.
You never told me about this. How bad was it?
Got me in the arm. They used polonium rounds. I was running a fever in minutes. It was the first time I'd been really hurt on my pilgrimage. I ran to the Council embassy, asked for protection, offered the data on Saren. The Turian clerk called me Soot Rat. He threatened to have me tossed off the station if I didn't leave.
I wish that clerk could see you now.
He just did. That was him back there. I don't think he remembers me.
And you're assisting him in spite of that.
This war is too big for old grudges.
Definitely
You
true.
showed me that. We are at peace with the Geth. I can't waste my time on a Turian who made me angry. Besides, it all worked out. I made it to the wards. You found me. Happy ending.
And now the Turians will get the aid they desperately need.
I nearly reminded him who I was. Made him apologize, rubbed his nose in it. Maybe he and I both needed to grow up a little.
The difference is that you helped when it counted.
Thanks, Shepard. So did you.
Alright. Just Liara to talk to now.
Hello, Shepard. Nice to see you.
What?
I missed this place.
I thought you wanted to talk.
It's good to be off ship for a while.
Okay.
Hello again.
Alright, well, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to go look at the war assets one more time, then we're going to go basically hang out right at the embassy door for Udina's old office, and at that point we're going to close things out, so that when we come back next time, we'll start off the missions with the Asari immediately. Look at that, 7,710. Alright. Alien, Citadel Defense Forces. Geth jamming frequencies upgraded the Citadel's automated defense systems. Schematics recovered by Commander Shepard are helping... No, we already have that. Let's see. The Elcor rejoiced when the Code of Ancients was recovered. With hope restored, they rallied to help move supplies on the Citadel for the war effort. The Rings of Elune, named after a revered Asari physician, inspired Asari civilians to volunteer at the Citadel refugee clinics and hospitals. Okay. Alright, that's all for Alien. Let's see about the Alliance here. Alliance Engineering Corps. The Prothean artifact known as the Obelisk of Karza is inscribed with specific technical terms and measurements useful in decrypting blueprints on the Crucible. Alliance scientists analyzing a Prothean sphere recovered from the Hades Nexus gathered useful data for their research. Okay. The Alliance First Fleet. Improved treatments for chemical burns are being implemented by Alliance doctors and medics. Alright, that's all that. Asari. The Asari Second Fleet. Shepard passed a Reaper code fragment to the Asari High Command. An isolated copy will help predict Reaper movements. Very good. And Krogan. Krogan clans. Fierce, toxin-immune creatures known as Cacliosaurs, once used as battle mounts by the Krogan, have been cloned from the fossilized Cacliosaur skull discovered by Commander Shepard. Okay, I think that's everything. Alright, let's get back to the embassy.
Urgently. Human, I must speak to you on behalf of my people.
What is it?
Holding sorrow. Dakuna, my home world. The Reapers have come. Holding sorrow. Our warriors are under siege, but your forces can rescue them. Urgently, please. All the other races have turned us aside.
How do your people fight?
Proudly, with VI-assisted infantry. Our soldiers carry heavy weapons into battle mounted on their backs. Mixed pride and shame, our enemies have called us living tanks, as well as names less flattering.
I'll take the Normandy as soon as we have time.
Relief. Thank you, Commander. Small hope. Perhaps we can evacuate some of our civilians when your forces arrive. Anxiously, I will remain here for news. Please hurry. Dakuna burns.
Huh. Okay, okay. I need to do two things here. I want to see if there's just something we can do with Spectre Terminal. No. Okay, my fear is that by progressing the story further, by going on to the Asari missions, we might not be able to do that stuff on Takuna. So, real quick here before we close things out. Because here's the whole thing. I don't remember what happens when we go talk to the Asari ambassador. Now, it could be that she just simply hands us the missions, and then we can go back to the Normandy and go from there. But it could also be that there's some massive event, like when we were about to meet with the Solarian ambassador. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Takuna again. We're going to see if we can just uplift some of those Elcor. And we'll be back. Back to Takuna. Oh. Oltan. There we go, Elcor Flotilla. Was that it? I think that was it. Okay. Guess that was all we had to do. Let's get back to the Citadel. Alright, here we are.
We got your people off Takuna, Ambassador.
Utterly sincere. Thank you for your assistance, Commander. This is not a debt we can repay.
Were you able to evacuate any civilians?
Yes.
How many?
After heavy fighting, Alliance forces were able to restore power to a vital fuel depot.
My wife was just sent back to active duty, and I'm about
Okay. Well then, in the next video we're going to go ahead, we're going to talk to the Asari ambassador, and I think from there we're going to head to the Athena Nebula. And it could be that we've already done everything that we need to do there, but my guess is there's probably going to be a couple side missions, or maybe even just one, before we go on to Thessia itself. So, this has been the Resolute Cartographer. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time.
Thank you.